Hello everyone, I am Sir Leo and today we are going to understand what is media literacy. Ta-da! Whenever you are watching this or whatever you are doing, relax and have fun. Well, you might question what it has to do with you, or does it concern you? Yes, my dear, it concerns you and everyone. Without further ado, let us know what is literacy. According to UNESCO's statement for the United Nations Literacy Decade in 2002 to 2012, literacy is defined as about more than reading or writing. It is about how we communicate in a society or social practices and relationships about knowledge, language, and culture. Well, mister, that's a lot. On a much deeper thought, literacy does not stop at reading and writing, it is more social and cultural. Next time you are asked about literacy, buddy, tell them it's a matter of deep understanding of communication and culture. How about media? Well, we'll move to our next star, media. Media is the main means of mass communication, like broadcasting, publishing, and in the internet regarded collectively. Or, in more simpler term, it is our way of communicating, our means and ends to information. You got it right, baby. It's media in the house. If we combine the two terms, we'll have media literacy. Well, what really is media literacy? Well, media literacy is a repertoire of competencies that enable students to understand how the media operate, how they construct meaning, how they can be used, and how to evaluate the information they present. That's too many words. Shall we trim it down? Or let's just say media literacy is about knowledge and understanding of media and how it can be used for the better. Right. Or, in other terms, we can say that media and information literacy is a combination of knowledge, attitudes, skills, and practices required to access, analyze, evaluate, use, produce, and communicate information and knowledge in creative, legal, and ethical ways that respects human rights. That's a lot of knowledge. That is, according to Moscow Declaration on Media and Information Literacy on 2012. Media and information literacy is the optimal outcome of media information and communication technology, or ICT, education. This poses the questions what outcomes might be specifically be regarded as MIL. And now, here comes the aspect of the media and information literacy. Mister, what is aspects of media and information literacy? We'll talk about it later, honey. Just wait. Aspects of media and information literacy are those skills that are needed to be developed by the students or a person in order for him to make use of media and information holistically. First is technical skills. This involves being able to access and use computers, mobile, and other technical devices that offer media and information content. According to UNESCO in 2011, technical skills are a set of skills in accessing information effectively and efficiently. Or simply, John knows how to use technology efficiency. Who's John? Second is content decoding skills. It is deconstructing and analyzing media messages, but also knowing one's own information needs and being skilled at gratifying them, according to Gubin in 2002. Remember John? He already knows how to use gadgets and exposed to information how he needs to analyze media messages and know more about what he sees on YouTube and Facebook is something called content decoding skills. Our third one is media compositional skills. This is about creating new kinds of media content, encouraging self-determination, and increasing individuals' chances for participation. Remember our friend John? Is so immersed in media that he wants to be a vlogger. Now, he needs to have media compositional skills for him to make media contents that are reliable and also useful to the community. Fourth aspect is knowing facts about media and ICT. Media consumers like us ought to be able to identify news, know how to decide what matters in media, and understand media's role in shaping global issues, according to Mueller in 2009. Our friend John here is already a vlogger. Yay! He already scrutinizes facts and understands information. Way to go, buddy! Our dear friend John is already a successful vlogger and an influencer in the internet, so we also have to move on with our discussion without him. Now, from the aspects of the media and information literacy, we now dig deeper in its dimensions. Now, let's have the dimensions for holistic development like our dear friend John. Our first dimension is tool literacy. This is the ability to understand and use the practical and conceptual tools of the current information technology, including software, hardware, and multimedia that are relevant to education and the areas of work and professional life that the individual expects to inhabit. I think that's too much of information for you to comprehend in one look, right? So let me introduce you to our new baby, Tom. This is John's younger brother, and John bought him a cell phone. It was his first, and we need to teach him the dimensions to guide him. He needs to have tool literacy. This is being able to know how to use his phone for education and communication, for him to be guided in his journey. Second dimension that needs to be learned by our dear Tom is resource literacy. This is the ability to understand the form, format, location, and access methods of information resources, especially daily expanding networked informations. In this dimension, we need to teach Tom how to access news, magazines, books, and online for information. Hey Tom, how's your phone going? I think you want to access some informations through the internet for you to be able to learn something and make use of your cell phone better. You want that? Third is social structural literacy. This is knowing and how information is socially situated and produced. In here, our boy Tom have read an online magazine and has been disturbed by its content. So it is our goal to tell him, Tom, it's their culture. We cannot question them. It's what they believe and it's under their culture. Fourth is research literacy. This is the ability to understand and use the IT-based tools relevant to the work of today's researchers and scholars. Fifth is publishing literacy. This is the ability to format and publish research and ideas electronically in textual and multimedia forms like the World Wide Web, email, distribution list, and CD-ROOMs. It is also to introduce them in electronic public realms and electronic community of scholars. Sixth is emerging technology literacy. This is the ability to ongoingly adapt to understand, evaluate, and use of the continually emerging innovations in information technology so as not to be a prisoner of prior tools and resources, and to make intelligent decisions about the adoption of new ones. Seventh dimension is critical literacy. This is the ability to evaluate critically the intellectual, human, and social strengths and weaknesses, potentials and limits, benefits and costs of information technologies. With the development of technology and media, here are the different advantages of media and information. Anything that is created has its negative and positive effects. Here are some of the disadvantages of media and information. Thank you for watching!